Welcome back to Math 109, Plain Trigonometry. In this video, we're going to define the 6 main trigonometric functions we're going to talk about here. But the first way we're going to define that is going to be defined by using the standard position that we talked about in the last section. I draw my coordinate plane. So we have the one side along the x-axis, and the other side along some line. And we have a point on that line which we're just going to give the arbitrary value xy. So the first thing we want to do before dealing with the trigonometric ratios is define r. That's going to be defined as the distance from the origin to xy. So if you'll recall from a college algebra course, the distance formula tells us that that distance is square root of x minus 0 squared plus the square root of, not plus the square root plus y minus 0 squared. I can simplify those minus zeros. So I'm going to get r equals square root x squared plus y squared. So now with that definition in mind, we have 6 trigonometric ratios that we're going to talk about. Sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. So as we define these, or have that r defined previously, as r is equal to the square root of x squared plus y squared, and theta is the angle between the positive x-axis and the line through the origin and xy. So these are all going to have definitions. Sine is going to be defined as y over r. Then cosine will be x over r. Tangent, y over x. Cosecant is actually defined as the inverse or reciprocal of the sine, so that's going to be r over y. Likewise, the secant is the reciprocal of the cosine, so that'll be r over x. Then the cotangent is the reciprocal of the tangent, x over y. Now, one special case that we want to talk about with this, and right now we're not going to be dealing with actual angles, so we won't have to deal with that. Special case angles that I do want to talk about at this point are the angles along the axes. So we're going to plot a point on each of these. So a point on the positive x-axis would be 1, 0. Positive y-axis, 0, 1. Negative x-axis, negative 1, 0. And then the negative y-axis, 0, negative 1. So we'll go ahead and work these out. All 4 of these points r is going to equal 1. So I can apply the same things that I dealt with before to these angles. So these are the only ones that you'll actually see an angle measure given to you on. You have 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, and 360 degrees, and we could be dealing with coterminal angles. So make sure that you account for that. But otherwise, you'll still plug them into the same formula, and this will get you the answer that you're looking for. So this is all that I have out of section 1.3. In the next section, section 1.4, we're going to have some different uses for the definitions of these trigonometric functions.